Is this thing even on? I have no idea, but we're just gonna do our best. I do want to say my phone fell like 5 times in the process of me trying to film this, and it's only by the grace of God that it's still working. So I have not planned this out. Anyways, what should we do? What should we do? The intro. Hi, hello everyone out there. My name is Katarina, and welcome to my booktube channel, which I've decided to name Curiosity Killed the Cat because I thought it was funny. So, you know, I like it. I like it. I decided to start a booktube channel. So, why not?
Kako? Ne znam, idem probati. Idem probat pa ću vidjeti. Idem u rizik, nema veze.
I've been going back and forth on it, and I just felt that if I didn't try, then I would always regret not at least trying. So this is me trying, like the Taylor Swift song. And I decided what better first video to start off with than the one that everyone starts off with, and it's the booktube newbie tag. So let's dig in. I started this channel because I've been a long-time listener, first-time caller, and it seemed that like everyone's just having so much fun, and I don't want to miss out on fun. If you don't know anything about me, this is the first thing you should know. I don't want to miss out on things. So I was like, you know what, let's at least give it a try, and that way in 10 years when we look back, we have no regrets. I actually was going back and forth on whether to include this question. The reason why I dislike it is because I don't think people need to be inherently useful in order to produce things based off their own interests or joy. Like, I don't think I need something unique or fun or exciting to bring to the table that's like new and never before seen. I think it's enough that I'm just bringing my own thoughts and my own ideas and my own yaps. Really, that's all I can give. That's all I can give is my own personality, my own thoughts, my own likes and dislikes, and hopefully other people will connect with that. I am just excited to meet new people and hopefully make a little community of other readers, and just have fun. Just have fun and just make some new memories that I can look back on and be happy that I've had them. More than the views or subscribers or anything else. It really is just that. So, in my opinion, reading is absolutely the best pastime you can have because there's an infinite amount of books to read at all genres, of all stories, of just absolutely anything that you can think of. And I just think that it's genuinely the best way to spend your time. I also think that reading, it gives you so much. It teaches you so much, not just for vocabulary and proficiency and like literacy and how to put yourself into other people's shoes. It teaches you empathy and it also expands your imagination. And I think all of those things are very, very important. I've always loved reading. I've always had a book in my hands. Did drop off a bit when I was in high school just because high school is so hectic and so busy. But when I started college, that's when I got back into reading. 2018, I made my Goodreads account, and then ever since then, I've read more than 100 books a year, almost every single year. I think the series is kind of universal for anyone in my age range because I think that one was quite formative for all of us. And at the time, just because it was coming out and it was a big thing, and that was the Harry Potter series, but I won't dwell on it too much because in this house, it's fuck J.K. Rowling. So I remember obsessively reading Dr. Dolittle when I was a kid, which in retrospect, not the best book. I think I was like 8 years old and I had a phase where I loved animals. I still do, but I really loved animals. I had the phase where I wanted to be a vet. And so this idea of a man that could talk to animals was mind-blowing for little me. Looking back though, I would not recommend unless I think there are revised editions of the book. So if you're picking up those ones, then I would recommend. Another book that really meant a lot to me and still means a lot to me is one of my all-time favorites, and I have like a very personal connection to it, is The Little Prince. I think it's just it's something that stays with you your whole life. I genuinely think that the themes of that book, the questions in that book, the messages of that book really stay with you throughout your life, and that is one of my all-time favorites. I would just ask them like, does this video look okay? Does this video look okay? Is it okay? Like, is it good enough? Like, does this sound good? I don't know, something like that. And then some book recs probably, and questions about books. As for who I enjoy watching, I really love Read with Cindy. She's an absolute icon and a legend. And Lala, who in my opinion has probably the most creative vlogs and like video ideas ever. I love Gamma Reads It All. I love Ellen. I love Sarah. I love Katie Coulson. I love Throwing Up Pages. Bella, oh God, she's amazing. I love Mina and Jess Owens. I love so many booktubers. For me, it's like consistency. I guess that's the one thing we're gonna have to wait and see. And hopefully, in a year or two, I'll be able to look back and see that I've actually remained consistent and that I actually have done something and have built something that I am proud of. So that would probably be the biggest challenge, more so than any like views or subscribers or standing out. Like I don't really care about that. I just want to fulfill like this personal goal of actually posting or remaining consistent. I read at home in my bed, which is probably the most boring answer I can give you. I just lie in bed. I have my Kindle set up or I have my physical book and I just lay there from start to finish. Quite literally, like from the moment I start a book to the moment I finish it, I'm like just like laying in bed. Sometimes I'll read outside, mostly in the summer. I'll read at the beach, but really it's just in my bed. That's it. That's it. That's everywhere. The only place I read. That's it. I will read absolutely anything that sounds even remotely interesting to me. My favorite genres, though, are sci-fi and fantasy, although I've not been reading much in it. It's just, why is everything a series now? And why is everything, and especially because, like, the ones that I love are just they're tomes. They're gonna be tomes. I love high fantasy. I love the space operas and all that. So they're gonna be thick books, and that takes a lot of commitment. And I'm a commitment phobe. So outside of that, I really enjoy romance books, and I really enjoy literary fiction, historical fiction, especially books that cover a generational family story. I'm really a sucker for that. I actually wrote my thesis on Everything I Never Know Told You by Celeste Ng and The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Anything that's kind of like in that vein of following characters through a long period of time and how they evolve and change throughout their life is something that I love. I also recently read and enjoyed Homesick by Carissa Chen. So really, books in that style I really, really love. Those are probably my favorites. Frederick Bachman, that's like my favorite author of all time probably. I love all of his books. I also really love Celeste Ng, who's another one of my favorite authors, so much so that I, again, based part of my thesis on one of her books. So yeah, that's what I love to read. So hopefully you'll also get to find out more about my taste as we continue on this journey of my booktube channel. If you want to follow it, subscribe, like this video if you liked it, leave a comment, let's get to chatting, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!